right, hidden gem number 2 on the Ricky Ticky TV channel. I know it sounds silly. It is a silly channel name, and I don't know why I used it, but it is what it is. So today we're talking about none other than a Line 6 product. And I know I talk about Line 6 products all the time. Hell, the reason I do is because they're fantastic products. They're not gonna break the bank, and there's actually some great stuff out there, especially if you go back in time a little bit and you're not afraid to take the chances on an older amp or pedal board for that matter. But in this case, like our Line 6 spider valve from the last video, this is the Line 6 DT25. The DT25 is a tube amp head, and it is absolutely fantastic. And the reason that is because, well, first of all, it's a tube amp. Second of all, it's relatively inexpensive. So this just gives you an idea. So for instance, I want a classic American clean tone. You don't have to dig in any menus. You just turn the thing on. You put the switch here. It tells you what to do. If it's class A or B, and look, it says class A. You move that switch to class A. Put your master volume there. Put it in pentode, and then put your settings here. And guess what? That's really easy to do. Just wop, 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 wop. Flick this up, put that down, you're good to go. So that's what makes this thing great. If you want a Marshall sound, there you go. If you want a Mesa Boogie sound, there you go. If you want, that's probably a Vox sound. So it is a fantastic piece of gear. And let me just flip this thing right around. Again, let's say you're a mom or a dad, and you work shifts, you work 9 to 5, you don't have a whole lot of money to spend on yourself, but you've always wanted a nice, look at that, hot tubes. You always wanted something nice. You wanted good tone, you know, but you're not about to fork out $1,500, $2,000 to get it, because let's be honest, there's better things you can spend your money on, especially if you have a family. For instance, an iPhone 14. I'm just kidding, but it's the truth. So I'm just quickly going over this real quick, but actually, you know, anything you would want is right back here on the back side of the amp head. So no worries there. The cool thing is, though, with this is that, let's say the kids are asleep, you can turn this low volume mode on, and now you're at half power. If you turn it off, you're at the full 25 watts, which, believe me, is extremely loud. It will pump this, you know, this cabinet here, which, by the way, is another hidden gem, the JCM 900. I don't know how hidden it is, but I can tell you that it was relatively inexpensive. I bought it used. It's a fantastic cabinet. So, you know, again, but you don't have to use a huge cabinet like that. You can use, you know, whatever you want, but this will definitely get whatever cabinet you choose driving with some real force. So yeah, the DT25 head, fantastic, absolutely fantastic amp head. And you can go on eBay and you can try to find one, and it's gonna be a lot less expensive than a Kemper, okay? It's gonna be a lot less expensive than a Helix, which is kind of a different product, but not really. I mean, they're trying to capture, you know, the tonal abilities of a tube amp. I mean, that's what it really all comes down to. I'm not discrediting, you know, the newer products by any means, but I'm just here to show you that there are other products out there that are just as deserving of your hard-earned cash. That's not gonna break your bank. So again, it'll generally look like this. I took that off so I could clean here because this was obviously used. I'm gonna put it back on there. I love line 6. I'm not afraid to show my love. But if you are, you can keep it just like this. And you can say, hey, it's a Bogner amp. You know, but absolutely fantastic. I really highly advise you that you check this thing out, because, you know, my kids are asleep. I'm not going to hook this thing up. It's an absolute beast of an amp. It will literally rattle the windows. But again, check this thing out. It's fantastic. There's no need to go and blow, you know, $1,500. If you have that kind of money, great. If you have that kind of money, of course, you can find something that's going to sound better than this. But if you don't have that kind of money, but you want an amp head that's got some tubes in it that sounds great, okay, and, you know, you can cut through a live mix, which I'm going to be completely honest with you, nowadays, stage volume is, you know, pretty low. But here in Germany, it's not uncommon for, you know, people to bring out large tube amps and whatnot. So it depends on your area, you know. People might look at you crazy if you come, I don't know what part of the, you know, world you're in. But if you're in one of them, you know, parts of the world that has low stage volume and you walk in with this, you know, they're gonna be like, holy shit, man. Do you have an out? But yeah, seriously, this is definitely something to check out, and you won't be disappointed. I can promise you that. You will not. It's a 100% guarantee that you will not be disappointed with this amp head. It's just a fact. So again, sorry for my messy video here, but I'm trying to get the word out as quickly as I can. I'm giving away a lot of secrets here. Not really, because you know what? This amp is well known in the guitar community as being a solid amp. So if you find one, if you see one on eBay, or if you go into a pawn shop and you see this, it would behoove you, if you have the money and it's not going to hurt you, it would behoove you to grab this and literally pay for it and run out the door with it, because these things are getting harder and harder to find. So definitely check it out. All right, guys, that's it for this video. I'll be coming back at you with another hidden gem video